Got one more stock to talk to you guys about, and that is Progyny, PGNY, another company that flies under a lot of people's radar. So Progyny, for those that don't know, is a mission-driven company. Mission to make any member's dream of parenthood come true. So they are focused on the fertility market. So what does this company do? It is a benefits manager in the United States that specializes in fertility. They do one-on-one consultations and handholding with anybody that has infertility problems. They have a network that they can plug them into of fertility specialists around the country. And they use their data, size, and scale to maximize the chance of a healthy pregnancy. Now, for those that don't know, the infertility market is really massive and really, really big in terms of costs. So if you have a preterm birth, if you have a miscarriage, if you have multiple live births, the costs to these, both direct and indirect to employers annually, is about $40 billion. Huge, huge market. Anecdotally, my dad is a CFO at a company, and he's been talking about healthcare costs forever. And he says, do you know what the most expensive thing that we have to pay for is? And that is preterm birth. If somebody has to go into the NICU or if there's a troubled pregnancy, it is unbelievably expensive. So the amount of dollars that go into this industry are just massive. So Progyny kind of sets itself apart from others by, again, going on one-to-one care, and they provide highly personalized advice and medicine to help maximize the chance of clinical success. The other thing they do is they have a differentiated payment model. Oftentimes, the employees don't know what benefits that they have access to, and it's basically all on the employee to figure all this stuff out on their own. Progyny sets up payments in a different way so that they have these things called smart cycles, and each of those smart cycles is basically one try at a pregnancy. So the patient knows all their costs and benefits and everything up front. As a result of that, people that have used this service really, really love it. The Net Promoter Score here is 72. For those that don't know the Net Promoter Score, anything over, I think it's like 40 is really, really good. So a Net Promoter Score of 72 is just excellent. And importantly, at this stage, they have a few competitive advantages going for them. First off, they have the largest network that is spread throughout the United States, and they have the data to show that when you use Progyny, while they're using, in many cases, the same providers, the same medicine, and the same technique, because of their one-on-one individualized service, they have higher live birth rates, lower rates of twins, which is something very common when you have in vitro fertilization, and lower rates of miscarriages. So it's really a win, basically it's been all around. And that's how they separate them. What's really interesting to me about this company is that there's already signs of optionality, and not only optionality, but successfully optionality. A few years ago, they just did the benefits management part where they kind of offered this service. However, a few years ago, they started offering a pharmaceutical service where they added in a new service where they would manage the patient's pharmaceuticals. Already, 70% of their clients adopted this service, and this has become a major revenue source for the company. I really like seeing that early on in the game, that they've already developed the second line of business, and it's having success. In terms of clientele, the company really started out by going after some of the big tech companies that are out there: Microsoft, PayPal, Google, Dropbox, etc. You can see some of their A-list clients that are on there. So they really started by focusing on tech companies that could really afford this service. They've successfully added dozens of other companies in different categories. So they're doing a good job of expanding beyond their kind of start in the core tech market. And they've signed up some big companies as clients. Financially, the company has several benefits going for it. First off, they get all their revenue is recurring in nature, and it is highly visible. Second, it has grown extremely quickly. I mean, if you had asked me what's going to happen to this company in 2020, I would have said, well, this is a nice to have benefit. So revenue is going to stall or fall for the four. Yeah, revenue growth accelerated in 2020, and it's going at a 51% compound annual growth rate over the last 6 years. More importantly, this is a profitable business. It's profitable. It is not only growing in hyper growth mode, it is doing so while producing free cash flow and profits. Moving forward, the company has, I think, a realistic growth plan. They're going after self-insured clients, which opens up 8,000 new target companies for them. They're going to launch new products, they're going to launch new services, and they're going to expand into adjacent market opportunities. If you look quickly at the management team, it is a founder-led management team. The CEO owns 5%. The Glassdoor ratings are pretty good. If you look quickly at their financial results, I only have 1 minute left, but they were spectacular. Revenue grew 99%, margins expanded by 450 basis points, and the company reported a net income of $19 million in the most recent quarter. And those benefits, again, the fertility benefit was up 99%, the pharmacy benefit was up 99%. So if you are looking for a high growth, differentiated, founder-led business that is profitable, check out Progyny, ticker symbol PGNY.